Nuzlocks are some of my favorite videos on YouTube, and I've wanted to do one since I started making videos on this platform 2.5 years ago. However, I've also wanted to do one that isn't a Pokemon based one. I've held off for a long time because of this, but then it hit me. I like wrestling games, and Universe Mode is a sandbox mode. So why not do it there? So to do this, we have to establish some rules that Nuzlocke have and make it where it can be adapted into a 2K game. So here are our rules. If I win a match, then I get another wrestler to join my party, randomly selected. If I lose a match, then that wrestler dies and I can no longer use it. If I'm a multi-man match and I lose, then everyone in said match that's in my party wins. The win conditions. If I have one or more guys by the end of Mania and win at Mania, I win. The lose conditions. If my mons all die before Mania and or I lose at WrestleMania, I lose the run. So this is my first ever WWE Games Universe Mode Nuzlocke thing, also known as the WrestleLock. For our first party member, we randomly select Raven. Not even a part of the actual roster, just a creation I downloaded from the community creations, but oh well, welcome Raven to the team. Our first match in, and we're already about to get kicked in the throat as Omos fights us, and I didn't take that seriously until I actually started attacking him, and I realized he's just deflecting my shit. Fortunately, we win, but we almost lost in the first match because I didn't take Omos seriously. Funny thing, our next pick for the team was Omos of all people, so welcome to the team. We fight Flop Dollar's partner Ashante Adonis and beat him easily, so we pick up Link. This is really weird. Like, seriously? I can't get an actual wrestler on the roster, and I get a video game character instead. Like, what the f***? Anyways, we're at our first pay-per-view, WrestleMania Backlash. So that means it's time to introduce a new twist. To make them feel more special, pay-per-views are all done on Legend difficulty, and there's always a gimmick match to them. Minus this one. We chose Omos to take on Hulk Hogan. Brother! He goes for a bear hug, but Omos shakes it off and then hits the 1031 bomb to beat Hogan. I was shocked. I didn't think Omos could actually beat his ass too quickly. And our new party mate is Ivar. We also beat Gunther and are able to grab Jeff Hardy too. So we're doing real good so far. No deaths, 5 team members. We're all doing great. So I decided to go for random for our next fight, and I get punished for it. Ivar takes on Rey Mysterio, and as I'm looking for a new song to play while playing this match, Rey Mysterio 6 in a 619 and beats Ivar. Yep, his first match, and he dies to ignorance on my behalf. Whoops. That Ivar fan is probably pretty upset right now, but that's how this works. But it's only going to get worse from here. So after our funeral for Ivar, we get no break as Hell in a Cell arrives and we have to fight inside the Hell in a Cell. So I decided to take this match more seriously, and my opponent is John Cena with his stupid 90 plus overall. Which is not preferable, but hey, Jeff Hardy was a GOAT on this channel once. There's no way he could lose, right? Right? Nope. Despite my best efforts, Cena beats me in the Hell in a Cell, and that means Jeff Hardy has now been deleted and sent straight to the Shadow Realm. I had high hopes for Jeff, but it is what it is. We got to keep moving. 2 deaths, it's time to rebound with the win, which we do. 2 wins, in fact. Thanks to our boys Raven and Omos, we get 2 new guys. A wild Shane McMahon and Santos Escobar. Yay. We arrive at one of the pay-per-views I'm dreading the most. Money in the Bank. It's super easy why. 8 men, 1 winner. Multiple party guys could be involved, so that's bad. But we get lucky as we have Shane McMahon win the whole damn thing. A briefcase plus no casualties? It's the best outcome I could think of. Until next week, because Shane decides to cash in on Roman Reigns. You know, the guy with the 99 overall and bloodline shenanigans. Reigns defeats me, and both Shane and the Money in the Bank briefcase are gone. So after Shane's loss, Omos is back in the fray as he squashes Austin Theory like a Tootsie Roll, and we get a Sheamus to join our team, which isn't a bad pick, you know? So of course, off a win, we had to lose. Santos Escobar is put against Brock Lesnar with his 90 plus overall, and a win as you expect. He lost, and he died. But now SummerSlam, the gimmick for this is Last Man Standing, and our opponent is once again Roman Reigns. Since I hate both Roman and Last Man Standing matches, I decided to send out my wild card, Link. But this wasn't classic Link, Tears of the Kingdom Link. This was
Maintain the world order.
Nintendo World Order, No DQ, CAW, Las Vegas Link. This was super cool for any retro WWE games person out there, such as me. And Link actually won. He actually beat Roman Reigns, and fairly easily too. I guess the re-emergence of a CAW legend like Las Vegas Link struck the fear of God into Roman, and Link is the new WWE champion. This is like some wrestling fed shit, and I love it. Also, Hook joined the team, so that's pretty cool too. After the triumph at SummerSlam, we now have to go into a 6-man 3-way tornado tag match. I got real nervous because Raven and Omos were involved once again, but I shouldn't have because we clobbered the crap out of them. Even floated Gable and Omos bullies everyone on the outside. We also get Undertaker. Finally, a 90+ overall guy on our team. Also, Sheamus beat Nakamura, we get Baron Corbin. What do you frickin' do? So it's time for Clash at the Castle. What's the gimmick? Steel cage. You know? Obvious. And the new WWE champion himself, Las Vegas Link, defends against the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Once again, Link shocks me and scores a roll-up possum him to survive Brock Lesnar and retain the WWE title. We also get a Bam Bam Bigelow, whose render is really overwhelming. And then we have to fight Roman again, so we send out Bam Bam, and he gets Bam Bammed into the mat, thanks to Roman, and Bam Bam didn't even get out of the gate, which is a recurring thing in this video if you haven't taken notice of. SmackDown, we had a triple threat match, which I kind of just cheesed. Nakamura hit a Kinshasa, so I swooped in, took out Nakamura, threw him out of the ring, and pinned Kaiser to get the win. Matt Riddle joins the team, which is pretty mid. Extreme Rules is up next, and the gimmick is just a gimmick match. There's no specification. Once again, Link defends the WWE title against Roman fucking Reigns. Again. He won't quit, will he? But this is a ladder match, which means that I could win or lose very quickly, and it comes down to some luck. Despite there being some close calls, we were able to hit a Celtic Cross off the ladder. We were able to grab the title before Roman can throw us off. And Link defeats Roman once again, and I hopefully the last time. You just need to go away, Roman. You already lost. We pick up The Miz, and I wasn't too thrilled, but I'll take what I can get. Hook gets time to shine as he fights and eventually chokes out Kofi with the Red Rum, and we pick up Carmelo Hayes. We get thrown into a fatal 4-way, which could have been bad, but I was able to crack R-Truth with the bat to win and get Eddie Guerrero. We have a tag match, but I didn't pay attention, and I lost both Sheamus and Eddie to the Usos. Sorry, guys. Because of how well Omos has done, the game decided him to give a title shot against Gunther, and this was tough. Omos almost lost after getting hit with a powerbomb in the closest near fall I've ever seen in a wrestling game. But somehow Omos found a way to beat Gunther by hitting a third Omos bomb and became the Intercontinental Champion, the MVP of this team, and we pick up another Undertaker. I'm so proud of you, Omos. Now, one of the scariest matches in the game is here. Survivor Series and the War Games match. This match is scary because not only is it kind of luck-based, I could also lose 4 team members in this one match. I sent in The Undertaker, Miz, Riddle, and my starter, Raven, for luck. My opponents, who do you think it is? It's Roman Reigns in the Bloodline because, of course, Roman Reigns wants me dead, so he wants to take down 5 of my teammates. Not 5. He wants to take down 4 of my teammates. Reigns, though, fails once again as The Miz, of all people, pins Jimmy Uso. We win the match. No one died, and Roman Reigns failed again. So can you please just go away, Roman? Like, just please? John Cena joins our team, and day 1 is like a filler of sorts. At least, that's what I thought. Las Vegas Link defends the WWE title against The Miz. And I thought that Miz dying wasn't that bad. But then, the worst thing imaginable happened. The Miz beat me, hitting a skull-crushing finale, and Las Vegas Link died to The Miz of all people. This really stung me because not only did I lose one of my top 3 guys, but my own teammate dealt the loss to me. It felt like a betrayal, and I was so upset and angry at The Miz for betraying me. The next week, Balor defeated The Miz and became the WWE champion. I didn't shed a tear for this guy. He can go kick rocks because he took away my Las Vegas Link. The Royal Rumble. Probably my biggest fear up to this point due to the fact that it's unknown how many will be in this match and perish, as only one can win. So if I have 3 guys there and one of them wins, the other 2 are dead. So that's pretty scary. Luckily, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be, as only 3 guys were in: Hook, Corbin, and one of the Undertakers. So I just picked up who I wanted and hoped for the best. I went with Hook. I got tossed out by Lashley, so now Corbin and Taker are on their own. Until the next person comes in, because I take control of Jeff Hardy of all people, for some reason. Corbin gets tossed out, and then I get wrecked, so Taker is the only one left. And he wins! No, this isn't scripted, this actually happened, and I was so proud of Taker. Due to it being the Rumble and the difficulty, I decided that if we win, we get 2 picks instead of 1, and they are Rikishi and Jungle Boy. After the Rumble, Omos takes on Big E, and the worst thing happens. I lost to Big E. Omos, our MVP, has died. Absolutely tragic. He was the guy that I would have banked on in the end game, but he just dies here on a SmackDown. The only positive is that Big E got hurt too, so if Omos is going down, he's taking E with him. Elimination Chamber. WWE title match, chamber match, and oh look, The Miz is there. So how did it go? I completely destroyed The Miz with Cena and made him tap out. I also went headfirst through a pod, which wasn't really ideal, but hey, you know, you gotta think with your head.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But in the end, I lost to Cody Rhodes, and while Cena is dead, I still got my revenge on The Miz for taking out Link. So a bittersweet victory in a way. Or a bittersweet loss. So on the road to WrestleMania, we lost to Rikishi to Kevin Owens, but we were able to gain Psycho Sid and Drew Gulak, who we lost the next week to Drew McIntyre. Goodbye, Gulak. You didn't, offer us anything, so goodbye, friend. So our team was finalized. Raven, 2 different Undertakers, Jungle Boy, Matt Riddle, Carmelo Hayes, and Psycho Sid. As now we take on the final battle. Our first opponent is none other than the 100 overall Super Cena. So we sent out Matt Riddle first to see how this would go. And Matt Riddle put up an actual decent fight, much more than I thought. But in the end, Super Cena hit him with an AA, and that was it. And Matt Riddle is gone. So time to send out Carmelo Hayes. And he gets pretty much destroyed too. So Carmelo Hayes is also eliminated with an AA. So I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to send out Psycho Sid. What's the worst that can happen? And Psycho Sid actually wins. Granted, it took like 5 power bombs from Psycho Sid. But he was finally able to put down Super Cena. And we win! You thought Super Cena was the final boss? Well, you'd be wrong. Because there is only one true final boss in wrestling. And that is none other than Vince McMahon himself. Because the pin is the mightiest weapon in all of wrestling. If you control the pin, you control wrestling. And whether we lose or win here, this is the final battle. It is us versus Vince McMahon. This was probably the most ridiculous opponent I've ever faced in a wrestling game. Just look at this. Vince McMahon pulling off moves that Rolling Thunder Stunner, the AJ Styles DDT, Steiner Screwdriver, Bunny Destroyer. Vince McMahon is just an absolute monster, and it's terrifying. After losing multiple teammates to Vince, it was time to send out my starter, the OG of this run, Raven. It was absolutely brutal. But then Raven had a run-in. This caused a distraction so I could hit Vince with not 1, but 2 even flow DDTs, and that was it. Finally, Vince went down, and we have completed the first ever WWE Games Nuzlocke thanks to our OG party member, Raven. And also Undertaker's Rumble win got us 2 team members that helped us with the final battle. But everyone, at least for the most part, pulled their weight and we got through this challenge. This was incredibly fun to do. It had everything a Nuzlocke needed. Drama, death, betrayal, highs, lows. But in the end, we overcame the odds and we did it. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching this video. This was a really hard to come up with video and it took longer than I thought it would, but I finally did a Nuzlocke in the way that I wanted it to be done. A WrestleLocke, if you will. Bye everyone, and see you next time.